Hey Run Junkies, we have reached the halfway point to the Dopey Challenge. Oh my gosh, we're only halfway. As promised last week, here are my numbers for the halfway point. These numbers are going to be in miles and in time spent in training since July 11th, which was the first day of my official start date for Dopey Challenge. Since I like graphics, I don't necessarily look at numbers very well, but I do like graphics. Here's the pie that represents the total time per sport in the last 13 weeks. Now the dark blue is running, yellow is walking, purple is biking, maroon is strength training, and blue is swimming. Now in the last 13 weeks, I have run, this is just running mileage, 236 miles over the course of 59 hours and 26 minutes. I have walked 83 miles over the course of 25 hours and 9 minutes. And since evening walks didn't start until August 29th, that walking mileage is just accumulated in the last 6 weeks. So adding those two together, running and walking mileage for total time on my feet, comes in at 329 miles. I can't say that, wow. 329 miles over the course of 84 hours and 35 minutes. I did put some time in on the bike, so we're gonna add to that 172 miles on the bike over the course of 11 hours and 42 minutes. All strength training time comes in at 15 hours and 30 minutes. Then lastly, that little blue sliver, I'm actually not going to include in the total because that was so early in my training. Total, this pie represents 501 miles, 111 hours, and 47 minutes. I can't. Okay, so right there, that is the victory. Who else needs a nap? Now I have noticed a downside, if it can be said about such things. So my Garmin Forerunner 235 came in with factory settings out of the box with a step counter that was reading a daily steps goal of 9,600 steps per day. There's an algorithm inside the watch that says, oh, you're meeting and exceeding that goal every day, so we are going to increase that goal every day. And so now I'm sitting, I think, at about 13,200 steps as my daily step goal. It's rude. So my Garmin Connect gave me this insight recently. You are walking more than most people your age. I'm not really sure how I feel about that last bit. So anyway, all of those numbers to say, I have built a pretty solid base, don't you think? As I mentioned last week, it was wash, rinse, repeat, week after week after week. From here on out, it starts to get a shake up. I'm looking at a 20 miler by the end of this month, and we are also including 3 to 4 consecutive days of longer distances or more time spent on my feet, as well as more evening walks. So my cross training has changed from 1 hour on the bike to 30 minutes on the bike and half an hour of upper body work specifically. Now there is a point to giving you all of these numbers, and it's not because I'm bragging. Well, maybe I am. But I want to encourage you to do the same. If you keep track of your training numbers, whether it's through Training Peaks, which is how I do it, and especially if you are right smack dab in the middle of your training and it is just a slog, look at those numbers and you might surprise yourself by how hard you've worked and how far you've come since the beginning of your training. Anything that shows you how far you've come is going to help encourage you and give you the boost. So I want to see your numbers. Please leave a comment in the box below, and if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. That is it from me today. We are 3 months out from the Dopey Challenge. Hang in there, folks. Get out there, go find your awesome. Thanks for watching, and until next time, happy running.